Good morning, everybody. It's been a while since I've done an online demonstration, and I thought, well, I need to get back into it again. So I'm going to demonstrate this lovely card, which was designed by the lovely Sonia Davies, and I've just done a couple of little extra things to it. So sorry for having gone missing, but I was feeling a little bit sad about, Kazaz dumping us consultants, and but I found a new place with close to my heart, so I'm really enjoying that next adventure. I've lost my mojo a little bit, so hence I've using Sonia's cards, but I'm very proud that I have done a little bit of zhushing as well, so done something a little bit extra to them, just to show that you can change things up a little bit. Now, I hope you're all safe and sound and not too soggy, so stay safe, everyone. So what I wanted to do today is just show you these wonderful dies. So I'm going to showcase some of the uses of these. So this is a set. So you can see you've got the solid, this would cut out a solid die cut, and then you've got this one which then fits exactly on top, and it goes with all of them. You've got the little branches, the different shaped leaves, the different centers for the flowers as well. So there's lots of different ways to use these dies. They're so versatile. I'm really having fun playing with them. So this is a little set that's available. So if you would like to make up this set, you're most welcome. If you want any of the products, then please just get in contact with me, and I'll be very happy to order them for you, or very happy to run a workshop for you. So this is the scrapbooking layout too. So the matching scrapbooking layout. What you can't see it very well through the plastic, but this is the glitter paper. So this is just a piece of it. They come in 12 by 12 sheets. So $13 for 3 sheets. So, but it's absolutely, I don't know if I can get the light on it right there, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really loving that. And then these are the 2 other products that I'm going to be using. I love a bit of bling. So this is the Opal liquid pearls. And you can see here the little pearl dots I've used. And then this is the Glisten. It's called Glisten Stickles. And that's what I've used on the center of the flower here, and on the veins of the leaves. So I'm just a bit in love with that. Lots of bling. So let's get started. So first of all, we're just going to, so this is just, this is the Kraft card. So this is close to my heart's Kraft card. So you can see it's a little bit darker than the Kazaz oatmeal, but it's lovely to use. So this is 9.5 by 13.8. And then I've just got a normal white card base. And there's always something I forget. So I've forgotten my little bone scorer today. I'll just use the paper piercer. So now all we're going to do with this is use the stencil. Now this is a Kazaz stencil. They're still available. They've actually just reduced their prices. So rather than $9.95, they're $4.95. So if you do want any Kazaz products, please let me know, because I'm happy to order them for you. So all you're doing is, and I'm using Vintage Photo Distress ink, but you could use any brown ink. And I'm basically just putting a frame around the card, and you can do it as dark or as light as you want. I tend to go a little bit lighter and then I can darken it up. So I've kind of left the center a little bit free, and then it's just edging around the card as you like. Now, with that vintage look, you could actually get your paper distresser out and run your paper distresser and just give it even more of a vintage look if you wanted to. So just totally up to you, whatever you like. Have a play around. Like I said, I love to have a play around, just experimenting with things and just seeing what works, really. So now this is one of the floral splash stamps, one of the script stamps, which I do love it. I'm a bit in love with it. So all I've done is inked it up. I'm going to hold it in my hand and do what I call portion stamping or partial stamping. I don't know what people call it, different things. So portion stamping. So I'm just putting little bits and pieces down. So I don't know if you can see there. So I've just done that with black ink. So you can just see that's filled in. Okay, then I'm going to, actually, I'm going to stick that on the card. So just using double-sided tape or whatever you like to use to attach things. I know some people are really into glue, and I mean, I don't mind glue, but I must admit I do prefer tape. Now, if you don't have any fingernails, one of the great ways of getting the tape off is just by using the little paper piercer, and you can just get the tape off. It saves catching your fingernails. Just make sure that script is right way up. Even though you can't see a lot of it, it's nice to have it the right way up. Okay, so that's all ready. Now, actually, we might just do the little, I'm going to use the little happy birthday sentiment. Again, this card would make, you know, it would be all right for a sympathy card. It would be all right for a wedding card. It's that kind of a bit of a classic looking card that you could use for anything, really. Now, I think I've stamped that a bit wonky. Here's where our faithful trimmer comes in handy. So I'm just going to trim that off there a little bit, but I'm going to straighten this up. So we want that straight. That looks better. So I think Kazaz still has a few of the Crafter's Companion guillotines around. So if you're after one, do let me know, because they will run out, because they're quite popular if you haven't managed to get your hands on one already. So I'm just going to put a little bit of brown around that. Now, with cutting it straight into that rectangular shape, there's a little bit of area here. I'm thinking, I wonder what it'd be like if I just put just a little bit of stenciling on that too. So you can just put a little bit of stenciling on that too, if you've got, you know, an area that's a bit blank. Okay, so that's ready to go. Get rid of that. Now it's just die cutting our flowers and leaves. So I've got my old faithful easy press out here. So we're just going to use this one. So we're going to do one flower, one leaf. This is where it'd be so handy to have two sets of these. I think I'm going to treat myself to two sets so that I can die cut a few things at a time. So what we're going to do is take, because these flowers have the centre in them, so we're going to do a bit of a reversey. So I'm doing a whole brown flower that I'll use on another card, but we'll use the centre on this card. So there's our little leaf. So you can see it's quite cool. It's got the veins in it, cut into it, so that's quite cute. That's a nice little detail. And then you've got the centre. So we're going to keep the brown centre for the flower, and I'll keep that for another day. And then we want another leaf, and we want a white flower. So you can see they cut beautifully. None of this mucking around with having to roll, oops, the die through the machine half a dozen times. And having to add shims, they sort of seem to cut beautifully. Okay, now we just find the little stamens are a little bit delicate, so I find this is an easy way to make sure that you don't tear them. If you just put your paper piercer on the tip of the stamen, that just sort of helps get them out. Last one, and so then that comes out. So now I'm just going to brown up the leaves. Oh, can you hear that rain that's coming down? So we're just going to blend a little bit around the leaves and the centre as well. So now I'm just going to put a little bit of tape, because I don't want this flower to be stuck completely down. I like the way that the flower flips up a little bit. So I'm just putting I might just put three pieces of tape on 3 of the petals, just peeling that off. And then just placing that maybe about there, because I want a little bit of a circle on the top as well. Then we can just stick our little leaves under. Just point them . Put them in there. You can even give them a little bit of a fold along that vein if you want to, just to give them a little bit more dimension. Put that on there. Then what we're going to do is just put a little bit of mounting tape on the centre of that little one. Just to lift it up. Now, if you have a look, some of the sides have got 2 stamen and some of them have got 3. So we just look for, this one's got 2 and they're fairly straight. Is that the one? No. Where's another 2? No. Of course it'll be the 3rd one that I go for, isn't it? There we go. That's all lined up there nicely. So you want to centre it back over where it looks like it's been taken from. Then, oops, I might leave that till last because we're likely to get into a bit of a mess. So now I'm just going to draw our little circle. So these are the Jelly Roll white pens. They come in a set of 3 and they're different thicknesses. So all I'm going to do is hold the die, run the pen around the outside of the die, take it back for another twirl. And we've got our line, and then I'm just going to do another little one up here. So just another way to use your dies. Okay. Then it's, so we could just mount, or I'm just going to, do I want to mount it or not? I don't know. No, stick it down. I'm just going to stick it in there. And then I have done it on the inside, this one, but it's just a little bit too close. So I think I'm going to go on the outside of the circle this time. No, inside. So when you're starting off with just working out how your pearls are going to go, what I do is I just tend to, just on the edge of my scrap paper, just pick a spot, get a little feel for them and how quickly it flows so that you can have a little practice run first. So just little ones. That was probably a little bit too little. Now I find you get little peaks in them, but then they usually tend to settle down. If yours haven't settled down, then I'll show you a little trick that you can do to help them settle. Oops, got a little bit. Uneven there, that's all right. Pearls aren't perfect, are they? You get different size pearls. And we aren't perfect, so it's pretty good. And I'm just going to do it again for this little one. Now these seem to have settled down quite nicely, but yeah, if you find you've still got little peaks on them, all you're going to do, so these have settled down beautifully, but all you need to do is just tap the bottom of your card, and that seems to help round them off a little bit. We don't need that on there. Get off you. There we go. So that's that done. Then what we're going to do is just add the Glisten Stickles. So I'm just going to drizzle it again with this, just shake it down and have a look at the nozzle, and then you can see this has been well used. You can just see it's starting to shoot down. So just prime it up. Otherwise, if you're not ready for it, you can sometimes get a big glug. So I'm just drawing along those veins. And then I'm going to, for extra bling, I'm actually just going to colour in the whole of this centrepiece. Because I am loving the eye stickles. Oh, the Glisten stickles. There we go. And it's done. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I had fun creating it. So if you need any of these products, if you would like to get any of these products, you can order from me, or you can order from my online shop. So just press on the Shop Now button at the top of my Facebook page, or visit Lucy's Create with Lucy. Okay, take care everyone, and please stay dry and safe, and we'll catch you in a fortnight, because I promise I will start doing these again fortnightly. If there's anything in particular that you would like me to demonstrate, then please let me know. Also, on the 23rd of April, I'll be running some free make and takes here from home. So if you're local and you would like to come along, please get in touch. I'm running 3 sessions on the 23rd. So it's a Saturday and I'd love to see you. Okay, take care everyone. Bye.